Harris County's a force. We're where people want to be.
Why is that?
Well, our schools, number one, are leading the state of Georgia. Our crime rate is the lowest in the state of Georgia per capita. And we still have a rural atmosphere. We still want to be the Mayberry, if you want to call it that. We do things and put a personal touch on it. When people leave for vacation, they call up here and say, look, I'm going to be gone from my house for a week. Can y'all check our homes? We still go by and check houses. I mean, that's what we're here for, the personal touch.
You don't want to see Columbus up here.
No. And I don't think the people that move up here want to bring Columbus with them. All of my burglaries that happen here, well, not all of them, but 99% of them, are from people that Columbus come up here and break into my houses. It ain't my local people breaking into houses. It's Columbus people coming up and breaking into houses. So when we solve it, when we find out who it is, and we solve about 60-something% of our burglaries, we go to Columbus and get them, well, Columbus will come out and help us. If that politics change to where they say, well, we don't have time, or whatever the case may be, that's going to hurt us.
What do you mean when you say politics changes? Personnel changes, or the political will to work with you changes?
Well, the politics change, the political will change. In other words, if they get a mayor and a council people that put a new chief of police in, and that new chief of police would say, look, we ain't got time to deal with Harris County's problems, we're dealing with our own problems. And they don't realize that my problems are their problems. Criminals don't stop at county lines. Criminals may break into my houses here. If I saw 4 or 5 burglaries here, I saw 30 or 40 of y'all's. I mean, that's how y'all solve y'all's burglaries. I don't want to hurt Ricky's feelings, but his people solve their burglaries when we solve them. They confess mine, and then they show us 10 or 15 houses they hit down there also. That's how they solve their burglary. They ain't got time to work burglaries. All they do is take reports. I'm just being honest. But I call Ricky all the time, tell him that. Say, Rick, I just solved your burglaries for you.
The Muskogee County Sheriff's Office and their budget issues have been in the news in Columbus a lot lately.
Yeah.
Do you face some of the same budget issues up here?
I don't face the same ones they have, because me and the people that handle my budget, which is the commissioners, the board of commissioners, we have a little bit better relationship. My board of commissioners, I have 5 of them. I can call them or email them, and they'll actually come over to my office, and we can sit down and talk about my budget and work through the issues a little bit better probably than what maybe Sheriff Darr can do with his city council.
So you don't have some of the acrimony you see down there?
No.
Do you ever talk to Sheriff Darr about it?
I do, and of course I try to help Sheriff Darr out all I can, and give him some words of advice, since I've been here a little longer than him, and he calls me up periodically and asks me questions, and I'm more than willing to go down and help him out any way I can.
What do you think about the situation he's in now?
I think he's getting a raw deal on some of it. I understand they've got issues with the city council and the mayor, and I know she's got her own problems. And I like the mayor. She's a sweet person, I'm sure. And since I don't have to deal with her on those issues, I don't see the side of her maybe that they do. So I don't want to get negative on her. I don't think she is as pro-police as most people think she may be. But I hope they work it out, because in the real scheme of things, the loser is the citizens if they don't work it out. That's going to be the real losing side of it, the citizens.
Wow, you have a very interesting perspective on that. I mean, obviously you're watching it from on top of a mountain, looking down at it, but...
Well, all of them are newcomers to politics. I've been doing this 23 years. I mean, I've been 6-term sheriff, so I've seen him come and go. I know his side of it. I know he's got to run a jail. I know he's got to run a staff. And I know her side of it, she's got to run an overall budget. And she's not a jail person. And if she truly wants the jail to be ran efficiently, then she's got to go to the people that does it. And that's the sheriff's office.
How hard is it to be responsible for operating a jail? Toughest part of your job?
Yes, because you're responsible for whether you've got 100 people in jail or you've got 1,100 people in jail. You're responsible for their life, their health, their mental health, their getting up in the morning, their eating. I mean, you're responsible for them. And by law, state and federal law, you've got to take care of them. If they get sick, and that's his biggest budget in the jail, is the health. Healthcare. If they get sick, you're going to take care of them. And if you don't, you're going to get sued. And that's where the big money's at. I mean, and I don't want to say our judges this day and time are getting liberal, because I love all my judges.
You got 7 of them, right?
I got 7 of them. They all come out here. But the judges are getting liberal. And when there's a jury of 12, they're really getting liberal, especially down in Columbus. So that's why I love Harris County. My jury of 12 out here are still a little bit more conservative.
When you say conservative, what do you mean?
Common sense. They will think with a little bit more common sense.
You're up for re-election next year.
Yeah.
You gonna run, or you?
Sure. I love my job.
So you're not anywhere near retiring, huh?
Well, I won't say I'm not near retiring, but I'm not retiring yet.
So you got another 4-year term.
I got another 4-year term if I'm elected, and every term is my first term. I know I've been here 6. I know I'm a senior sheriff, working on 23, 24 years. But every year is the first year.